Not only can the Bears still make the playoffs, there's a scenario out there where they can get the number 1 seed. Let's figure out how. As always, it starts with them winning out. And of course, the Lions losing out. Good news and bad news for the Pastrant. The good news is they do sweep the Lions. The bad news is they lose every other game. This is what we have Green Bay with right now, but since they've been so bad this year, they might actually be able to get an extra win in there if we have to give it to them. And with that, your 2023 NFC North champion, Chicago Bears. But that number 4 is not good enough. We got to get it to number 1. With Philly sitting at 9-1, they must lose out. The Cowboys are actually able to get 2 more wins, but it's not enough. Philly still takes the division. But since the Bears have a better conference record than the Eagles, if the Bears go 7-5, the Eagles 6-6, they're ahead of them. And since the 49ers are able to beat the Eagles in Week 13, as they will take the NFC West Championship, but they are not going to be ahead of Chicago because of the Bears' 4-2 record against common opponents compared to the Niners' 2-4. Then we have the entire NFC South finishing with a winning record, which actually may be the most realistic part of this video. And with all of that happening, the Chicago Bears are your number 1 seed. And look who the number 7 seed is. I just realized that. The New York Giants. Good for them. Yes, Burns, it is possible.
It is possible. But Josh, you know what? Starting off this fucking show, first off, I'm fired up. You know why?
Why?
So yesterday, after I got home from the Bulls game Monday night, which the Bulls suck, that's a different story. They're terrible. I hate them. But I get home and I'm laying on this couch and I got the chills. I got body aches. My head hurts. I got a cough.
Ooh.
Cold. Got a fever. Feels like a fever, right? Not good.
Not good at all.
Wake up yesterday. It's still there the whole day.
Brutal.
Not feeling good. Wake up this fucking morning 100%. Ready to roll. And tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Just placed the Lays. I went to the lab. I'm ready for turkey. I'm ready for football all day tomorrow. Happy Hanukkah. Let's have a good time.
You're a couple weeks early, but.
Did you get a haircut?
I did.
It looks good, Josh. I need to get a fucking haircut, dude. But I'm ready to roll.
We didn't have a Monday show. So me and Michael were live for Chiefs Eagles, so I've given my thoughts on pretty much everything on that stream. I know you have thoughts on the Bears. Before we get into the Bears, just because since it was a few days ago, I don't want anything to slip our mind. Is there any other game other than that you want to talk about first? Just to make sure nothing slips our mind first.
No.
No? You don't have anything?
No.
All right.
I'm just ready for Thanksgiving, and I'll talk about the Bears real quick. First off, I completely flipped my opinion. You saw my video after the Bears game, I'm guessing, when I was hot. I was hot.
I think it popped up, yeah. If it's what I'm thinking, then it popped up.
I was screaming at the top of my lungs. I was hot.
Yep, that one popped up. Yeah.
Yeah. I was fired up like nobody's business, right? That was the perfect game for the Chicago Bears.
Yeah,
perfect.
Have you embraced the tank?
That's the perfect game.
You've embraced the tank, haven't you?
Don't you have to now?
I mean, it's the only way to give you happiness, isn't it?
But first off, I mean, I'm not wrong, dude. It doesn't happen. That shit just doesn't happen to any other.
Well, you know who it used to always happen to? The Detroit Lions.
Yeah, it did, but fuck them, okay? I'm done with the
bullshit.
You're
done with the Lions now?
No, I'm actually not done because, listen, Lions fans, they did not give me a hard time whatsoever. They were nice. They like any other team, like especially the Vikings or the Packers, and the Bears lose to them, my comments are just insane.
Especially
Lions
after a loss like that.
Lions fans?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, what's up? You have to work? Oh, okay. Keep talking. I'll be back in a second. I gotta move upstairs.
Well, fuck. I guess it's just me, but
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. So basically, going off of where I was at, it's just that shit does not happen to any other NFL team. It just doesn't. It seriously does not happen to any other NFL team over the past couple of years. Like, it's ridiculous. It's almost statistically hard to be as bad as the Chicago Bears are. But talking about how the Detroit game went, Justin Fields, incredible, fantastic game. He looked great. The reason why they lost the game is because for all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Matt Eberflus takes the ball out of Justin Fields' hands in the fourth quarter. That's how you lose a football game. That's how you lose. Defense
All right,
played
we're back.
incredible. Do you agree with me on that? Matt Eberflus, that's why the Bears lost. They took the ball out of Justin Fields' hands at the end of the game.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of letting him throw it, obviously makes sense not to. But yeah, I don't understand why you didn't let him run it a little bit more. He had over 100 yards on the ground.
Exactly.
Because you are playing ball control. So you don't like, honestly, the one thing I didn't like was them throwing it deep on third down.
Oh, no. They wanted Justin Fields to make a hero play. They put it all on him.
But like,
they said be a hero. But look, here's the thing. You hate that. You hate that. What I hate is running it up the middle 2 times in a row when Detroit has 8 guys in the box. That's dumb as hell. That's the stupidest play calling ever. That's when you run a little play action pass, catch them, get the first down. All you really needed right there was a first down. That's it. You need a first down. And the game was essentially over. You could run down almost the full clock.
I mean, you guys made – so here's what I think. With the Bears, offensively, I agree with you. I agree with you 100% offensively. Defensively, you said they played incredible. Honestly, I saw a lot more bad from Detroit than I saw good from Chicago.
That is true as well. But
Jared Goff was terrible.
There were a couple interceptions where it was the Bears defense, like Javon Desser Sr.
All 3 of those were terrible.
Tipped it at the line. No. He got his whole hand on it at the line, and that went straight to Tremaine.
Oh, that's right. There was one of them. 2 of them, though, were all
one. No, the other
2
one.
Of them were all
Tremaine Edmonds was a dog, too. Tremaine Edmonds is a dog.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
I mean, there's talent there defensively. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm just saying, like, I think in that game, there was a lot of bad on Detroit.
There is. What that defense needs is they need a Vita Vea to be able to come up the middle. They need somebody like Vita Vea, a big guy right in the middle of that D-line, just to be able and then help out Sweat and Ngakoue on the outside. That's what they need there.
You have 2 really, really solid – actually, I'll say really good pieces in your secondary in Jaquan Brisker and Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, we do. Jaquan.
I think both of those guys are really good.
Eddie Jackson is so washed. He's so bad. Is he bad
or is he washed? I don't think he's washed. He's like, he can't be. He's not that old.
He's bad. Like, he is washed. Yeah. I'd rather have Darnell Wright. He has been an absolute fucking stud.
That's one of those like hindsight 2020 type things where it's like, I mean, and the other thing is Darnell Wright wasn't even a bad pick. He's been great.
No, he's been fantastic. He locked down Hutch. He locked down Hutch that whole game. It was awesome.
I did like to see them use JMO. I did like to see that.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was just, and when I was watching the game, obviously I was fucking pissed off. I was so mad. It was the perfect game.
This goes back to the whole spoiled Ravens fan conversation thing, but
yeah,
I've never been in a situation where the Ravens had like the Ravens getting eliminated from playoff contention. Whenever that happened, it was within the last 2 or 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah,
probably 1 or 2 weeks, honestly. So I've never seen a team that this point in the year doesn't have, at least in the race to make the playoffs. So
no, I'm not pissed at all at the Packers. It's just
I want to get into them actually later.
The Chargers are losers. They're literally losers.
Most cursed organization of all time. It's unbelievable. But I just can't imagine going into a football Sunday rooting for your team to lose, no matter how helpful that may be. I just can't imagine it.
No, I'll never. When I watch a game, Josh, I'll never root for them to lose. I don't.
Right.
Even when it's tank mode, I always like to see a Bears win. It makes me happy.
Right.
But but then it's like you get mad when they lose the game, but then you go and look at the draft order and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's an after the game thought, but it's not.
It can't be not during the game. No. Because here's the thing: we still want Justin Fields to look great to end off this year, and he proved it. Hey, we said 7 weeks for him. 7 weeks. There's 1 out of 7 right there with a green check on it. Now you got to do it 6 more times.
Played well. All right. We don't have to, because it's not Monday. We don't have to go deep dive into all these games, but a couple of things, couple games you could talk about.
Chargers.
Yeah, let's go Chargers, Packers.
How are they that bad? How are the Chargers that bad? I don't get it.
They're the most cursed organization.
They're cursed. They truly are. Quentin Johnston, bro, catch the fucking ball.
Could have had Zay Flowers.
They could have, but
Could have
he's
had Jordan
gotta catch
Addison.
the fucking ball, man. That's ridiculous. And people blaming Herbert, dude, that's so crazy.
Had another great game.
Yeah. It's just
What's really weird is now he had 2 drops on Sunday. Both of them were really bad, actually. But you know who's having maybe the best season of his entire career? Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen is playing great. A couple drops.
He's leading the league in catches.
Yeah. No, he's having a
Keenan
great
Allen is leading the league in catches right now.
He is.
It's unbelievable.
I
And
don't
then
know.
defensively,
When I saw a question, since we're talking about this, and obviously Brandon Staley will, unless the Chargers don't have a single brain cell, Brandon Staley will not be the head coach of that team next year. Agreed?
can't be. Not unless they make the playoffs.
So, all right. You take the Raiders, you take the Panthers, the Commanders, the Chargers, the Bears, and the Patriots. What are the best if you're a head coach, if you're a coach looking for a job, what are the best, like rank them? Like what are the best?
The Chargers are number 1.
Chargers number 1, I agree.
100%. The Chargers are number 1. You have Justin Herbert. You have their roster on paper is unbelievable, and you're in LA. That 100% is number 1. Now name the other teams.
Bears.
Here, actually, let me write this down. All right, Bears,
Raiders,
Panthers, Patriots,
Commanders, and Patriots.
Commanders. Is there any other team you want to throw in there? I'm just trying to think if there's any team.
No.
Any other team
I honestly want to take the Raiders out of that too, because I think that they're going to keep Antonio Pierce.
Yeah, I like what Antonio Pierce has done. Yeah, I think that's.
What do you think the worst situation is there? Do we agree that New England is?
Yes.
Yeah, New England's the worst. Then I think the second worst is Carolina.
I
wouldn't even call
it. We're taking Vegas out.
Yeah, take Vegas.
So Bears, Panthers, Patriots, Commanders.
Yeah.
I think the Patriots are the worst situation of those.
Then I'd say Carolina, dude. You got a lot of fucking work to do there, and not a lot to do it with.
Right, but you do have the quarterback. You
do. But also, do you have the quarterback in Washington?
But they don't have the first round pick. All right, Carolina and Washington. And then, and I think Chicago's second because of
Chicago's not that far behind LA. Do you agree with me on that?
I think the Chargers are clear 1. But I think you can say
clear 1. They're not too far behind. Especially when you're a head coach going into this team and you have 2 top 5 draft picks this year and $120 million in cap.
The difference is the Chargers just need the right coach. The Bears need the Bears need the couple extra pieces. They're not far off, but it's not like the Chargers where I think you just insert the right coach in there.
No, 100% agree. 100% agree. And I think that you could get both of those pieces.
Hopefully throw Atlanta in there, and I'll say Atlanta and Chicago are right there because I think they're in very similar spots. I might even say Atlanta over Chicago. Maybe.
Okay. Atlanta's a weird team, dude.
Because they're just like I said about the Chargers. I think the Falcons roster is really solid. I think their defense is incredibly underrated. They got Bijan, they got Kyle Pitts, they got Drake London. They just need a quarterback.
Yeah.
And it's a desirable spot. It's similar to what the Jets were before they got Rodgers. It's similar to what the Broncos were before they got Russ. Similar to what the Bucs were before Brady. It's a similar type of roster.
Yeah.
So I have my eye on them.
Yeah, 100%. Well, because I could totally see, I saw a chat kind of talking about it earlier as well, and I could agree. Ben Johnson going to the Chargers, I could totally see it.
So you'll hear about this as we get closer to this part of the season. I love the coaching carousel.
Yeah.
And every year there's multiple options. And I already made my list. I got 15.
Yeah, you know why you like it, you fucking asshole? Because you've never had to go through it. You have never had to go through it. That's why you like it. It sucks. It sucks. It's horrible.
True. But I also do like just coaches. I think that's interesting. Just
who do you think the Bears guy is? If you know about it, who's our guy?
So that's what I was getting at is every year it feels like there's 5 or 6 names that are really solid. This year, it feels like you got Ben Johnson here, and then like everybody else.
That's not true.
Maybe Kellen Moore.
No. There's one
People
more guy.
want Jim Harbaugh, but first of all, for me with Harbaugh, I've seen this story so many times. I'm just not believing he's going to the NFL until I see it. I've just seen the story so many times. I understand this one's different, but all right, fine.
This
But
this
why would
the
he want?
way this Josh.
Why would he want to leave Michigan?
Because the NCAA fucking hates him. There's no
Okay.
reason for him to stay there. There's no reason for him to stay there. The NCAA hates him. They want to get Harbaugh out. They want Harbaugh out.
Okay.
They do. It's like before in previous years, you're like, he's making millions of fucking dollars to coach one of the best teams in the country.
No, this year is definitely a little different.
Like this year, if it's any year that's gonna happen, it's this year. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It is what it is.
Right.
You know.
So he did a great job in San Francisco, but that was almost a decade ago. And we know the track record of college coaches going to the NFL. Do you think he would do a good job?
I think he would.
I don't know. I have not decided yes or no on that.
I think, dude, just Harbaugh's that good of like, he's that well-rounded of a coach that he knows.
I think it's possible he could be good.
I think that he knows what he's doing in both the NFL and NCAA. I think he can do both levels.
Here, I'll read you the other name that with the Commanders, assuming Ron Rivera is gone. You got your guy already. Eric Bieniemy's right there. Make him the head coach. I am assuming that is what is going to happen. Eric Bieniemy is the head coach for the Commanders next year. So I'm taking him off of my list in terms of other candidates. Ben Johnson's right there. After that, here's my list of guys. So you got Kellen Moore, Chargers OC. We know what he's done. The next one's interesting because I don't know if he's going to want to be a head coach again because he's done such a great job as a coordinator. Why mess with it? But Dan Quinn, the former Falcons head coach. And that one's really interesting because he had his moments as the head coach, but he also had his moments where he was terrible. And he's now been in Dallas for a while, and he's done a great job. Similar to what Steve Spagnuolo was, why would you want to leave it? He's got it. So if he wants to, I think he could get one, but it's an interesting name. The other one is one from last year that people remember. Now, the Panthers' defense has not been great, but people still love Ejiro Evero. So just remember that name. That's the other thing is all these guys are defensive guys this year. They're not a lot of offensive. Brian Flores, obviously. Lou Anarumo, the Bengals DC, is long overdue. He deserves a job, 100%. I'm going in order. After that, we got Raheem Morris, the former. I think he was the interim coach for like it was Atlanta, and I liked what he did there. He was the Bucs head coach like a decade and a half ago. It was not a good job, but he deserves another chance as a coordinator. Another guy deserved another chance. Arguably got robbed last year of a head coaching job, Steve Wilkes, but people don't like him in San Francisco, so that's a 50-50. Brian Callahan's the Bengals OC. Darrell Bevel is one of the Dolphins guys, one of the Dolphins offensive guys. Rich Bisaccia, we know Rich Bisaccia.
Yep.
And then we got the last three are young guys. The first one is a guy that I would like to go absolutely nowhere and stay put, Mike McDonald, the Ravens defensive coordinator. He has done an unbelievable job, and he is only 36 years old. Someone is going to try and hire him, I think. I really hope he doesn't go anywhere because he's done an amazing job, but he's going to be high up on there. And right next to him is a guy that I remember when the Ravens were looking for the OC, and we found Tom Lunkin, and I love Tom Lunkin. But the guy that I heard rumblings about this fan base wanting, and I was kind of rooting for it a little bit too, Bobby Slowick, the Texans OC with CJ Stroud. I mean, he's done an incredible job.
Yeah.
Now, it is his first year as a coordinator. So I'm not sure if they would make him a head coach after 1 year, no matter how good of a job he's done. Just because he is still pretty inexperienced. but he's done a great job where he's earned that as a question. And the last guy is Gerard Mayo, who worked for the Patriots. A lot of people want to bring him up as a Bill Belichick successor. There's a possibility there.
Yeah.
He's their DC. So it's interesting. But those are my names. We're going to get more into that over the weeks, but I think you can tell I'm very into this stuff. So I'm excited for it.
I don't know. I just really can't wait to see who we end up getting, dude. I just want an offensive-minded head coach so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. We can't take another defensive coach. We need an offensive-minded head coach.
But this is the year where there's so few of those. And that's why it's so interesting.
It sucks.
So interesting.
We literally need fucking Ben Johnson. We need him.
Yeah.
I hope that he walks into his interview in Chicago with just a stack of notes and a full offense written out about how to run the offense through Justin Fields. And he goes, here you go. This is what we're going to run. We're going to win a Super Bowl. Bang, right there. And I'm sold right away. What's his name? Oh, old Detroit head coach. Blanking out on his name.
Matt Patricia?
No.
Jim Caldwell?
Jim Caldwell. Do you know that that's what he did for his interview with the Bears for the head coaching job when Eberflus got hired? Is that he walked in with a full offense designed fully around Justin Fields, and they didn't fucking hire him?
Super Bowl 47 champion offensive coordinator for the Ravens, Jim Caldwell.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That they didn't hire him after that? And he wasn't a horrible head coach.
No. He was Peyton Manning's head coach for a while.
Yeah. He wasn't a horrible head coach. I don't know why. I don't know why we didn't hire him. But
I don't know.
I got one more thing.
Okay.
And then let's get into turkey games.
Yeah, and we're going to get into the Black Friday game as well, which...
Oh, my God, I completely
actually, I got to bring that up to you. So, me and Michael are live for Dolphins-Jets.
Okay.
We're doing the Black Friday game. That game starts at 3. So, and it's on Friday.
Damn, it starts at 2 my time?
Yeah. So, either we can almost make it like a pregame show type of a thing where we just do it then, or we can just not have the show on Friday and you can give your picks and I'll announce them in the kickoff show on Sunday.
We'll talk. We'll talk about what
we'll figure that out.
I don't know.
Before we do that, we got into the power rankings.
Sure.
Yeah, let's get into this. So we are definitely, I mean, we say this every single week, but after like 12, there's no one.
Yeah.
But
Denver's climbing, bro.
They are climbing. I don't think I've ever had a team move up 3 spots during their bye week, but that's what New Orleans did just because everyone had to move down.
Yeah.
I might have to go back. I don't think I've ever had a team on their bye week climb as much as the Saints did this week. But the Bengals obviously move way down.
Mm-hmm.
No choice there. I don't even know why Indy's at 15. It was just kind of, I don't. It's like the Colts should not be 15.
No, they're mid as hell. They're just mid, which is perfect. These are right in the middle of the pack.
I happen to put him at 15, but I don't even like that ranking. I do not like putting him at 15. I just couldn't put him anywhere else.
Let's see the rest of them. I mean, it looks fine.
How about Houston at 10?
Houston at 10, dude. Houston's been playing some killer football though.
CJ Stroud, unbelievable.
Yeah, no, it's not Houston at 10. It's CJ Stroud and the boys at 10.
He's incredible.
Yeah. Dallas at 5. Love it. Dude, Dallas I might have to make them my favorite playoff team again this year.
People don't want to talk about it, but Dallas has been playing really, really damn good football the last month.
They have. They really have.
People don't want to talk about it, but Dak Prescott has been as good as any quarterback in the NFL the last month, and the Dallas Cowboys has been as good as
the Dallas Cowboys. They might be one. I might sprinkle a Super Bowl future on them at the end.
Do not sleep on the Cowboys. I'm telling you, they
are good. They're gonna show it tomorrow, dude. We'll get into that, but
they should.
It's showtime. I'm excited for that.
They should.
But yeah, no, it looks good.
All right.
All right, is it my time
You
now?
guys are sitting at 28. Panthers down. You know what's interesting? And I've been making these like playoff videos all week. I'm having fun with them. I'm having way too much fun with them, actually. But the Carolina Panthers, all right, even if they lose this week and fall to 1-10, they will not be eliminated this week.
Really?
I don't know how it is, but I'm that might have to be my next video, is figuring out how that's possible. But if the Panthers lose tomorrow, or not tomorrow, on Sunday, and fall to 1-10, they still have it. There's still a scenario where they could make the playoffs.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure it's only through winning the division, not a wild card, just because how bad the NFC South is.
Yeah.
But that's insane to think about.
No, that is pretty wild.
The only two teams that have been eliminated from like anything are that the Panthers and Cardinals cannot get the 1 seed. Everyone else can get any seed they want still.
Bears, showtime. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're running
That was the intro video today.
Yeah, we're running the table. But I have something serious that I'd like to bring up.
Okay.
So I've been seeing this debate online for the past couple, like 2 weeks. It's been mostly NBA Twitter talking about this, right? And actually, Stephen A. Smith even stepped into this debate on his live show yesterday. So everybody's been talking about who is the GOAT, who is the greatest racer of all time in cars, right? I have my top 4, and it's undisputed. Like, you can't beat it. And plus, if you have not seen the clip of Stephen A. Smith going off on this guy about Lightning McQueen, the funniest video ever.
So good.
But number 4 on my list is Doc Hudson. Now, Doc, he raced way back in the day, right? And he has 3 Piston Cups. You know, that's great. And people saying that he made Lightning McQueen, bullshit. Bullshit. He did not make Lightning McQueen. Lightning McQueen was already winning before Doc was even in the picture. So that's not 100%. Real. Yeah, but Doc, 3 Piston Cups. He does also have the most wins in the season, but also he was racing against fucking ice cream trucks and taxis.
Yeah, like it's not the same.
No, he's not on the same level.
It's not the same.
And then my number 3 spot, who slept on, is Dale Earnhardt. There's Dale.
Whoa.
Dale has 7 Piston Cups, but nobody talks about that. Everybody talks about Strip the King Weather having 7, Lightning McQueen having 7. Nobody brings up Dale Earnhardt into the conversation.
Yeah, that's a bold take there.
Slept on career. Give me him at 3. And then at number 2, Strip the King Weathers, Mr. Dinoco himself at 2. Some people try and put Strip Weathers like Stephen A. Smith at number 1. No, because they say, oh, Strip Weathers raced for 30 years, got 7 Piston Cups. Awesome. McQueen at number 1 got
Easily.
7. He got 7 Piston Cups in 10 years.
It's not even
7
close.
in 10 years. And here's the thing, right? The real shit is he should have 8 because you saw the original movie Cars, right?
Right.
And what did McQueen do when he had an easy finish to the Piston Cup race to win it?
Couldn't take the win. Didn't take it.
He stopped and he went back and helped that sorry-ass King across the track. McQueen should have 8 because Chick Hicks had to win this Mickey Mouse Piston Cup. You know who Chick Hicks reminds me of?
Oh.
He is totally like Dylan Brooks. He is totally Dylan Brooks. Totally.
That is an amazing comparison.
McQueen is the easy number 1. McQueen's the number 1. The King is number 2. And then Dale Earnhardt.
No Mater? Huh? No Mater?
Mater doesn't fucking race. Mater just sits there and he's just an idiot. That's all Mater does. I love him, but he doesn't race.
Yeah.
I just love how there's actually, if you look it up, it's called Piston Cup Wiki, and it shows you every statistic about Piston Cup racing.
That is hilarious. Not surprising, but hilarious.
No, it's great. That's how I went on there. Like, I was talking with my buddies about this the other night. They're like,
stats.
They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I pulled out like all these stats.
Right.
And there's like, what the fuck? That makes no sense. And I'm like, yeah, just get used to it. But all right.
This conversation, I need to watch Cars again. I have not watched Cars in years. But great franchise. by the way.
Dude, they need to make a prequel about Doc Hudson. They need to make a prequel about him back in the day. That would be the greatest movie ever.
Yeah.
Then that would put the GOAT debate to rest, bro, because people would see that he really wasn't that guy. Like, we need this. Disney
Bateman
needs to
left
come out.
practice early with a foot injury. Harbaugh says he should be fine. You better be fine. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That's a whole
All right.
thing.
With all that said, you want to get into the picks now. I unfortunately
Wow!
don't have banners.
Hey, turkey, turkey, turkey. Come on, Josh. Turkey, turkey, turkey. Let's go. All right, this one's before Thanksgiving dinner, though. Like, this is the morning game.
How about the Lions, like, actually being a real game here? Love it.
Huh?
I love that this is, like, not start the day with the 4-6 Lions.
Oh, yeah. True.
I love that.
True.
Now the Packers take their place in this scenario.
No, the Packers suck balls.
I wish it was like a massive game here. I wish that this was like, because the Lions have not had a Thanksgiving game that actually mattered for both teams in forever. I wish this was one of them. Fortunately, it's not. But it is the Lions, even when they were bad, over the last 5 or so years, the Lions, for some reason, have had the Packers number. Like, even when they were losing, they have had the Packers number.
They always do.
So I'm going to go first here. Not even going to waste much time. I'm going Detroit. I don't think they're going to blow them out. They should, but I don't think they will. I think they'll win comfortably. But I don't think it's going to be any kind of like 3-score win or anything. But I'll say that the Lions get their first Thanksgiving win in like 6 or 7 years and take it 31-24. Oh, by the way, I finally was not only going to not finish in last place in picks, I was going to win. And then I got Sunday night and Monday night wrong, and I finished in last again. Everyone 9-5.
Yeah!
I was going to win the week. I went from first to last. Everyone goes 9-5. I went 8-6 because I lone wolf on Kansas City.
That was dumb. That was dumb.
Andy Reid after a bye.
Yeah, but it's Philly. It's Philly.
Kansas City.
It's Philly.
They're both great, but like you're act like Kansas City isn't just as good. The Chiefs should have won that game. The Chiefs absolutely should have won that game, but I'm happy they didn't because now we're the number 1 seed. So
yeah, but
I can
MVS
only get mad about it.
But this game right here, it's not my lock of the week, but if I was able to use 2 locks of the week, I would on this game because it is the Detroit Lions all day, every day against this sorry-ass Packers team. They suck. They're terrible. Congrats, Cookie. You beat the Chargers, I guess. And I have a lay of 3 anytime touchdown scores, my most confident lay tomorrow. And the one who is getting into the end zone in this game is... Who do you think's going to get into the end zone, Josh? Who's getting into the end zone?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs on the money. That's the one from this game. We got Jahmyr Gibbs in this one.
Oh, by the way.
And I got Detroit, and I also have a player prop. I have a same game parlay on each game tomorrow. I have.
How much did it break your heart, by the way, that Monty was the one that scored?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because if that was like Hollywood Brown.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a similar. Because I love Hollywood. Like you still love Monty. I love Hollywood. But like if Hollywood was like the one to beat us in the last second, I would have been so mad.
Yeah. No, it sucked. But Thanksgiving games, I have a first touchdown score for each game. I have a same game parlay for each game, and I have my mega nuke Maxington, Joshua Berman, Nuke City, and that is an anytime touchdown score in each game. We have 3 of them total. 30 to win $310 if you put $30 on it. Good odds.
What's your score?
My same game lay is Detroit minus 6.5, under 47 points, and Jahmyr Gibbs over 45.5 rushing yards. Give me the Lions to win this game 46-0. Bang. Right there.
All right. I like how Burns doesn't even care about the score margin, like competition here.
No, watch that be right though.
It's not even about the
All I
correct
care
score.
about
It's
is
score
Jahmyr
margin.
Gibbs finding the end zone, Josh. That's all I want. Jahmyr Gibbs to find the end zone.
All right. Commanders, Cowboys. Once again, the Cowboys. Now, they usually do have a game that matters on Thanksgiving for both teams. This is not the case here. Now, the Cowboys play on Thursday night 2 weeks in a row. They play against Seattle, who we're going to get to in a second because they also play on Thursday. But Washington here, they have 10 days off after this game before they play Miami in week 13.
Yeah.
If they lose this game, which I am not going to surprise anyone by saying I think they will, if they fire Ron Rivera in season, they're going to do it after this week.
Yep.
Because they have, it's 10 days. It's the longest turnaround you'll get. So if you're going to fire him before the year is over, I would expect this is the week it happens.
For sure.
Which would suck on Thanksgiving, but it just makes sense.
That's how it goes.
I think Dallas takes it. I don't think it'll be that close. Dallas doesn't really play close games. They either win by a lot or lose by a lot. That'll continue here. They'll win, I think, by 2 touchdowns. I'll say 34 to... No. Actually, yeah, no. 34-20. 34-20.
That's a pretty
yes. This was. Did you see this?
No.
Oh my God. You know about Magic Johnson Twitter though. You know about that, right? You know about his tweets. You know about how his tweets are.
Maybe I'm not very active on Twitter, bro.
Okay, but it's like a meme. Like Magic tweets. Here, like I'm gonna find a random one here and read it for you. Going to a Lakers game is still the hottest ticket in the NBA for celebrities, entertainers, athletes, and fans across industries. I took pictures with fans from all over the world who came to watch LeBron and the Lakers last night. Lakers fans are still the best in the NBA. Like, those are his tweets.
Okay.
Or here. This is the one that we had after their loss. Wow. My Washington Commanders turned the ball over 6 times today and gave the Giants 24 points off turnovers. We lost 31-19. That was Magic's tweet after the game. Wow, we turned the ball over 6 times. Yes, you did, Magic.
Well, here's the thing, Joshua. First and foremost, who finds the end zone, Josh? Who is it?
It's not CD, is it?
I don't know. Make your guess. Come on, lock it in.
Tony Pollard.
It is CD Lamb. Bang! The king of my fantasy team. The man who runs the world right now. CD Lamb is scoring, and he's jumping into that red Salvation Army bucket, and the Cowboys are dominating in this game. We have the Dallas Cowboys minus 12.5. We have the over at 48.5 points. CD Lamb over 89.5 receiving yards. I don't know if anybody's ever wrote a score prediction before, but Josh, I am on that wagon. 34-20 Cowboys.
It has happened. It's happened multiple times, but probably the first time you've done it with me. So
I'm on that wagon. 34-20 Cowboys win.
All right. 2 games. One team is good. The other one isn't.
Yeah.
But the night game. Massive game. They play each other twice still. This is the first time these two have played this year. They play each other again in either 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
First place in the NFC West on the line in Seattle. Niners Seahawks. A lot of loud Seahawks fraud talk right now. I don't know if I disagree with it, but I do think this is going to be a great game. In Seattle, I think the Seahawks will give them a fight. I think they're going to lose, but I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. I think they're going to show up and give us a good game. Maybe not a great game, but I think they'll give us a good game that's like, all right, That was competitive football. That's what I feel like we'll see here. So I'm going to take the Niners. Geno might not play, though. That is true. I completely forgot about that. If Geno doesn't play, then the Niners are probably going to kill him. That said, they do have 2020 MVP Drew Lock. But best prediction in the next network history. Okay. I'm going to assume Geno is playing for the score. Because regardless, I'm taking San Fran. But assuming Geno plays, I think it's a one-score game. 27-19. They win by 8.
All right, Josh.
Christian McCaffrey. No. Debo.
No.
DK.
No. Come on.
JSN. Lockett.
No.
Purdy.
No.
Use check.
No.
Kittle.
Yeah. George Kittle. Bang. End zone. He'll find it tomorrow. So that's the full thing right there, ladies and gentlemen. We got George
Use
Kittle.
our first touchdown.
Anytime touchdown. Anytime.
Okay.
George Kittle, CeeDee Lamb, Jahmyr Gibbs. They're finding the end zone tomorrow. Anytime during that game. First touchdown scorer since I didn't talk about him yet. Jamison Williams. Ooh. Then Brandon Cooks in the Cowboys game. Ooh. And then Kyle Juszczyk.
Yeah.
But look.
Ravens legend Kyle Juszczyk.
The 49ers are going to win this game. And I love the way that you were going. But you missed me by half a point because I got Seattle plus 7.5.
Ooh.
So I like the Seahawks to keep this game nice and close. I think it's going to be
if Geno doesn't play, I don't think they will.
I think it's going to be a back and forth showdown. I do. Drew Horsecock Lock is going to do his thing.
True.
Give me this game because I got the over as well, and I got George Kittle over 51.5 receiving yards, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a nice bet.
Give me the Seahawks. No, give me the 49ers to win this game. Hold on, I'm locking in. 32 to 28.
32-28 Niners. All right. Now, the first ever Black Friday game. We will be live. We will be live for this. 3 p.m. Eastern. Tune in. Me and Michael on the call for Tim Boyle and the New York Jets against the Dolphins. So, Derek Carr is officially clear concussion protocol, so he's good. All right. In-season Hard Knocks premiered last night. Actually, I was planning on watching it as soon as this episode ends. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be really good, by the way. I am very excited to watch that. But the question for me is not whether or not Miami wins. Because I think they do.
You know what, Josh? You know what?
Can the Jets keep it close? Can the defense step up?
Say
it again?
I'm not giving my pick for this game until Friday. I got to eat turkey first.
Okay, but what if we don't have a show?
We will have a show on Friday.
But we're live at 3. The game.
We can go from 1 to 2 Central Time.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right, 1 to 2, Burns of Berman.
Central Time. That's Central Time.
Oh, okay. So 2 to 3 my time. 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Eastern, Burns of Berman, right into this game. And you know what? Fine. I won't get my pick either. We'll save it.
No, I need to eat turkey before I talk about anything.
We'll save it.
Bastard.
I did. Did you watch this yet?
No.
It is good. I watched it last night. It's very good.
It is.
It's good.
I don't know, dude.
He's a guy I wish we got to watch, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't watch a lot of sports documentaries unless I'm like, you know what? I'm really intrigued, you know? Yeah, and you know what I'm shocked about? They made it wasn't even like a 30 for 30, it was a special. I'd love to see a documentary about the 1985 Bears. I don't know how there really hasn't been.
They made it 30 for 30.
Yeah, they did. But I mean, like, a full-on, like, Netflix Untold. Like, if they did an Untold about the 1985 Chicago Bears, would be beautiful.
It would be.
Yeah, it would be so.
I mean, there are a lot. There's a lot of stuff about it.
You know what I want it to be based
They did one of
around?
the 2000 Ravens. Oh, well, that
You
was
know-
30 for 30. So
You know what I wanted to be based around, though? Is what happened after 85.
yeah,
What happened?
because they should have won in '86.
They should have.
Because I've watched the 30 for 30. I know about it. I know that whole thing with Flutie and all that. Like
It's a lot.
it's weird.
It's interesting.
Also, the Buddy Ryan and Mike Ditka dynamic is incredible.
Yeah, it's nuts. But
the
I don't know.
talk is good. I like it.
I feel like that'll be beautiful, you know?
Yeah, this also was brought up that apparently Joe Montana, when he went from the Niners to the Chiefs, called the Lions and said, I want to go to Detroit and play with Barry Sanders. The coach was all for it. He went to the GM, and the GM told the coach that he was too old and he didn't want him. And the Lions never got Joe Montana. Barry Sanders never knew it. And they, like, towards the end of the doc, there's a clip of him standing next to his old coach and him telling Barry Sanders that, like, yeah, Joe Montana wanted to come here, and the GM said no. The GM said he's too old. And then he went to Kansas City and was great. But
wow,
we almost saw Joe Montana and Barry Sanders. How crazy is that?
That's crazy to think about.
Like, yeah, it's older Joe Montana, but he was still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Joe Montana. That's like the most, he still has the most like quarterback name ever.
Yes, absolutely.
Like that is the most quarterback. That's absolutely. Like, you know, that's like the high school movie where it's like the high school jock quarterback, you know, wearing the Letterman 100%. Jacket. Joe Montana. Like it just makes sense.
I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he existed and people have just made that the quarterback name, but 100%. 100%. Like when you think of just a quarterback name, yes, Joe Montana.
Joe Montana. Like Patrick Mahomes, like cool name, but like I could see him working an office job like 9 to 5.
Joe Montana, that's a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's a quarterback.
Hey, speaking everybody in the stream,
I'm
posting my video right now about cars. Make sure to go and like it so it doesn't like flop. It's either going to get like 100 likes or it's going to go insane. It's going to be one of the two.
So this guy here, we have a thing that we do for the games is if you got enough Twitch channel points, you get to come on during halftime of a game. He redeemed it for Burns and Berman.
Oh, Ian? I know Ian. Yeah. Me and him met at the Blackhawks draft party.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know this guy. But all right.
You want to do it? You want to do it? Let's
do it on Friday.
No, not Friday because we got to do our picks. You want to do it?
No, not for the whole show.
Is Michael coming on too?
I haven't talked to him, but probably. I just for like a couple minutes. Usually what we do it is they come on for halftime, which is like
next Monday. Yes, that's perfect.
Yeah. Monday comes on for 10 minutes.
Next Monday, and it's before the Bears game. That's perfect. There we go.
Oh, God, the Bears are on Monday night this week.
Yeah, the Bears are on Monday night.
The Ravens are on Sunday night. Get used to Ravens on primetime. We got a lot of them coming up.
Okay. All right, Ian comes on Monday. That's perfect.
All right. That's cool.
That works. I think that's good, though, right?
I do, too.
Because I'm literally going to record Stop the BS directly after this.
There you
go.
So
I got to get that done. But, hey, I appreciate you so much, boys. All of you guys have a blessed and great Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with your family. Enjoy football. Enjoy your bets. Do whatever you got to do. Have fun. And I'll see you guys. I'll be in Wisconsin for the show on Friday. So I'll be at the lake. I might go and jump in the lake. You never know, Josh.
Never know.
Ready to roll. Football on Friday. Ready to roll. There we go.
Let's go.
All right. I will see you soon. I'll see you boys on Friday. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Central Time on Friday, guys. 1 p.m. Central Time.
All right.
All right. We'll see you.
See you guys later.
Deuces.